Praise God for another day, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about cloth diapering. Now, I know there aren't very many men who talk about this on YouTube, so I figured I'd add my 2 cents. So I think normally the wife convinces the husband to do cloth diapering, but in our case it was the opposite. I convinced my wife to, but at this point we're both glad we do it. So let's start with what motivated her, and that was primarily money. My wife likes to save money, and so any way she can, we always try to team up and do that together. Cloth diapering seems to be no exception. So the relatively cheapest brand I could find was Pampers at about 27 cents a diaper, and this is for like an average size diaper. You might have more or less expensive for, newborns or larger size. But just in the rough ballpark, it's about 27 cents a diaper, which gives you about $2.20 a day if you're averaging 8 diapers a day, and that's about $66 a month. So what if you end up buying a higher end diaper? I saw online it's generally 50 cents to 83 cents a diaper, and with those costs, it's about $4 to $6.66 a day. And if it's at those prices, then on the average 30-day month, it is about $120 to $200 to diaper your baby. And this can lead to a yearly cost between $800 and $2,400 a year. So I'm gonna estimate on the high end, but I'm saying about 25% of our water bill might go towards using the washing machine. So that's about $531 a year. And then buying the diapers themselves, I think we have 21, but I'm gonna estimate for 24 shells would cost $480 if you buy them brand new. So the inserts are about $76 if you bought 24, and of course, all brand new. 3 ways that could drive your cloth diaper costs down are having multiple babies and using the same cloth diapers. You could ask for presents at a baby shower, or looking to buy used diapers. So just giving a rough estimate, our yearly water bill, breaking it down to about 25% of the yearly water bill would be about $531. That's probably pretty high because we have a high efficiency washer, but counting using the washer and using the dryer, so there might be some electricity costs that I'm not adding in. We're just gonna say roughly it costs about $500 to cloth diaper using these things. A lot of videos don't incorporate the utility cost, but that's something you have to factor in as well. So for the shells, if you buy them brand new, they're about 20 bucks each, and for one child, 24 shells puts you in a pretty good spot where you don't have to wash them every single day. So you're washing them every other day. Maybe you could stretch it to every 3 days, depending on how frequently your child needs to be changed, but that would be about $480. And then to get the inserts, it's much cheaper. So to have 24 inserts brand new, it's about $76. Some of the harmful ingredients in disposable diapers include phthalates, dioxins, which basically are a byproduct of chlorine processing, volatile organic compounds, super absorbent polymers, lotions, dyes, adhesives, and all of these things can potentially get into your baby's skin. While some diapers exclude these chemicals, others contain it, and usually you're gonna have to pay more towards the high-end prices to find diapers without these harmful chemicals. So roughly you're gonna spend about $1,078 depending on your utilities the first year you cloth diaper. But you can roll these diapers over into the next year, and so that's when the savings can start to really add up. So for the second and third year, I'm gonna estimate you need about $130 each to replace either inserts or shells. Maybe you get the shells, the elastic tends to wear out eventually. So what my wife and my mom did is they put new elastics in, and that can really extend the life without really adding to the cost. So that's bringing a rough 3-year cost, which generally babies will be in diapers for about 3 years, to around $2,400 if you cloth diaper and you have those same expenses. So that's, roughly $500 a year in utilities. I know cloth diapering takes more work, but here's a little secret, men. You're probably not gonna be doing the bulk of the work. My wife, thankfully, graciously does pretty much all of the post-removal work. So I clean up our son and wipe him off, and then we put our diapers in a bucket, and she rinses them before we put them in the wash. There's also a sweet spot between ages 2 months to 6 months. If the child is exclusively breastfeeding during that time, you can just simply throw the cloth diaper into the wash and everything's water soluble, so you don't have to worry about it. So the average cost for 3 years of disposable diapers is probably anywhere between $2,300 to $7,200, and this just depends on basically what you're paying per diaper. If your average cost is about 27 cents a diaper and you're using roughly 8 diapers a day, sometimes people need more, sometimes maybe people need a little bit less, but it comes out to around $2,300. Then if you're using more of the high end, which I saw some diapers cost about 83 cents a diaper, then after 3 years you can actually spend $7,200 on diapers. If you're trying to look for chemical-free options and you're comparing the cloth diapers to the disposable, then you're probably saving around $4,000 to $5,000 over the course of 3 years. So for me, my incentive to cloth diaper and to incentivize and motivate my wife to cloth diaper is stewardship. So I think that having our children exposed to these chemicals aren't necessarily the best way to steward them during their early years of life. Also, God has charged us with stewardship of the earth and everything in it. If we're using thousands upon thousands of disposable diapers every year, all these diapers have to go somewhere, and generally it's the landfill. As the landfill grows, then the potential for leaks and other issues happen. So keeping out as many potentially dangerous chemicals from the ground and from the groundwater seem to be better options for me. So I just want to say, full disclosure, we've had a lot of trouble with leaky diapers at night, and so we have turned to disposable diapers for evening time. But with that being said, we're still keeping thousands of diapers out of the landfill because we're only using them at night, and that reduces our daily input from about 8 diapers a day to only 1. So that's just my down and dirty evaluation of cloth diapers versus disposable. I think 3 takeaways are: it's better stewardship for the environment, potentially more healthy for our children, and it can be a cost-saving method as well. Also, if you're a stay-at-home dad and you object to this video, please send your man card to P.O. Box 774-1212. Thanks for watching, and God bless.